educational, commentary, and research purposes. All rights belong to their respective owners. No copyright infringement is intended.
Hello. How should I say it? Hello. I am Akashi Chris. I had to think about that. Who am I? What is the meaning of life? Car! I already see friends popping up. So welcome to movie night, aka cinema noir. Get it? Movie, cinema, noir, night. Dark. Cool. So why is it so different than regular movie nights? So I'm so excited. I have friends backstage too. So before I go to that, my sister, this is oh my God, Diane, I'm all over the place in my blah, 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 boom, 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 thing. And I was like, I'm gonna be focused today. And look, I'm like the anti-focus. It's like the alt of focus. So my sister Sati could not be here this evening because she actually got pulled for helping somebody with end of life. So we wish her luck. You know, that's a job that, you know, somebody's got to do it. I'm glad it's not me. I'm just not ill-equipped. That's why we have people like Marley / Sati, who is out there today doing that for us. And it just came suddenly, and she's so sorry. But we are so glad that she's out there doing that. So I have some friends backstage. So before we go there, so tonight, this is a pre-show. Today we're going to be talking about the movie that we're going to be airing later on. There's a premiere at 6:30, so stick around for that. Like I said, it's a multi-stream with a Cosmic Carousel, which is Marley's channel. So without further ado, let me bring some friends up because I have like 3 friends that are going to pop up today. It's going to be so fun. And then we'll say hi to chat. So here we go. Making his, this is like multi, like I need to get him a jacket for how many times he's been on my fork because he's so awesome. So without further ado, Benny, the Yorkshire. It's going to take me, how many times is it going to take me? How you doing, honey?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. How's it going? What time is it over there?
It's 6 minutes past 11 at night.
You see, I don't stay up that late. I'm glad you do. I don't stay up that late. So we're all over the world today. So I'm here in Oklahoma. We have Benny in the UK. Soon George is going to be coming up, and he's from Canada and representing the state of Texas because Texas rocks. And I lived there for like so many years, and I'm so glad we have another member of the Mindfork family has been here multiple times. It is Kathy from Rich Cat Ranch.
Hi, Ben. I was going to ask Ben what time it was there too as soon as I came up. So thanks for reading my mind and asking for me.
I know, right? So I'm going to put the StreamYard link down here for anybody else that'd like to join us, because I saw that Carr is out there, and he's also been on the show multiple times. Let me say hi to the chat, and then Kathy, by the way, so Kathy is in Texas, like in South Lake. So that is close to between Fort Worth and Dallas. So how's it going over there? You look fantastic.
It is so humid. And I'll just tell you, I've been working on a video. So I just got out of the shower like 15 minutes ago. And this is which is why my hair is like this, because there's no time to do anything else with it. I took a round brush to get my bangs off my face, and that's all you're going to get. Well, I mean, I put some makeup on, but
you look fantastic. Yeah. But if you hadn't said that, because with the lighting, I can see the bangs real clearly. I don't see the curlies, but the curlies are beautiful. Curlies are beautiful.
I hated it all my years growing up, but I'm glad to have it now.
I do too. I grew up in Puerto Rico. Talk about humidity all the time. So I know it's so, but you look fantastic, and Ben looks fantastic. Where's the puppy, Ben?
He's in the bed at the minute. I decided to put away because she'd be running around at 11 p.m. annoying the neighbors. So
I might have a puppy I can show you. Copper, come here.
Yeah, it's time to share pets. Copper. Go ahead and pull up your pets while I say hi to chat. So Say hi to Chad.
Here's the
Um,
Copper,
that's it.
the little baby bloodhound.
Such cuties.
He's
Oh
a
my
5.5.
goodness.
He's almost 6 months old. He's a bloodhound.
That's
Oh my God.
It's
my
Copper.
dog.
Okay, thank you.
On the 5th.
I can't hear you, Ben. Say that again.
My dog's 6 months old next month.
Huh?
On the 5th of May.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of puppy
Oh,
energy
Too big.
today.
his dog is adorable, just a cutie pie. So yes, so let's say hi. So Cora Rue's already commenting. It's she's the cat 1137, and she's already commenting puppies. So Cosmic Carousel, that is her sister channel, and I'll be running banners, but because you guys need to subscribe to Cosmic Carousel and Rich Cat Ranch. So hold on, I got banners to remind people. Check it out, Kathy. Banner for Kathy.
Hey, there I am.
Please subscribe to Rich Cat Ranch. She has a great rescue. If you haven't seen the video that I made with her, I made a video like, oh my God, it's been a couple of years now. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Several years that I went to the
When we
ranch.
talked, it didn't occur to me. It didn't register with me really how long ago that was, but
I know.
what a
it's been a while.
serendipitous meeting we had.
I know. It was fantastic. The fact that we met online, Benny, and then we realized that we were only like an hour away. So I went down to the ranch with my husband and we spent the afternoon there, and it was lovely. We met like turtles and horses and doggies, and I mean, you name it. It's just it is magical. It is absolutely magical. So let me say hi to a couple more people. Curious George is here, or he's going to be here any moment now because he's actually going to join us. I put the StreamYard link in the chat if anybody's interested in joining us. We're always here for friends of the channel. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll down. Let me say hi to Carnundrum. Hey, Car, another Canadian friend of the channel. We love him, and he definitely has. Kathy, that's one that has that connection with animals.
Nice.
Art is definitely like honed in on the animal connection. Diane Boss, my sweetie pie. She's from Forks. Forks as in Team Edward, Team Jacob, Twilight Forks. Are you, remind me again, Diane, because I'm Team Edward. I think you're Team Jacob, right? That was like one of the first things we like, we had like a battle, Team Edward, Team Jacob. So let me know, Diane, remind me which team you're in. And of course, Rich Cat Ranch, who is right here on stage with us, and Fappy. Okay, Fappy is so funny, you guys. Fappy always comes up to remind me, where's Lynn? It's like, Fappy, all that Fap cares about is, where's Lynn? And I can see him like, where's Lynn? The other day, he's like, Lynn didn't come, so I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, buddy. We love you, Fappy. Love you, buddy. I'll tell Lynn. I will.
He has his priority. He has his priorities at least.
Yeah, he's very, he's relentless.
He's a good kid.
This has been going on for years. He's like, he tries to make Dave Hurley go away. And Sweetly Morbid Bear's here. How are you? And oh my God, my friend, the Bud Files, another great channel, you guys. She's so cute. I love her stuff. She was like doing all kinds of stuff at museums, and it's just a joy to go over to her channel. So, okay, so let's talk a little bit about why we're here this evening. And then this is going to be a weird story because it's like one of those synchronicities, right? You look for one thing and you wind up going down a totally different path. By the way, are you familiar? Have you guys watched Metropolis?
Yes.
1927. You've
Yes.
watched it, Kathy.
Oh,
Benny,
yeah.
have you watched?
No.
You haven't. So there'll be a new experience for you. So, Kathy, you're familiar. Hold on. I'm persistent, if nothing else. Yes, you are, sweetie. You get like an E for effort. I'm totally telling her. And now I have you like on screen, like your persistence. We all know. So anyway, so I was looking for, I wanted to do a movie night. And one thing that I haven't covered, like I covered vampires and monsters and all these, comedies and, you know, more paranormal, but I wanted to cover stuff about robots. So I had not seen Metropolis, Kathy, at all. I was not familiar with it. I bumped into it, like I started looking for movies in public domain about robots, and Metropolis came up. And then I started looking, because I wanted to just do a day in history, like a very short, small short. And I can't remember. At first, it was a movie. Then it was like all over the place. Then I started thinking, wouldn't it be cool? I heard the story about the movie that it was destroyed, a lot of it, and it's like in pieces. They did discover some new footage later on in Argentina, and they put it back together. Did you know that? Yeah,
No.
It was destroyed.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Germany,
I had heard that. So
yeah, and then they found some footage that was recovered in Argentina, and they were able to put a little bit more of the story together. And they thought they were down to like 95% of it. But again, I've seen different interpretations, right? Because it's a movie that was in pieces, and everybody kind of does their own thing with it. But I started thinking, then I listened to songs by Kraftwerk. Are you familiar with that group?
I don't think so. Or maybe
You're-
I just don't realize I am.
You don't realize you are.
Yeah.
It's a really cool group. It's actually I have like
Just on that film, Chris. If it's
Huh?
if it's in piece, if that film's in pieces, then how will we ever know if we've got the full film? We'd never know.
Yeah, it's like that's why I'm going down that rabbit hole of how did they recover? We don't know. And the ending is really interesting because the ending is a little bit controversial because a little too peppy for the themes of the movie, right, Kathy? I mean, you watch the ending, it's kind of like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
And
happily ever
considering
after.
the themes, the themes of this movie, I mean, this is in 1927. And the story is that it's looking ahead to 2026, which is current time. And it's predicting the future, right? And it shows this very Jetsons-like of environment. But it has themes of the destruction, like humans being destroyed by technology. And that's something we've talked about before. It's like I don't know if you ever read articles about this movie, but a lot of them were saying out there, is it a warning about the internet, the future of technology, and basically where we are today. And it's interesting that it was looking at 2026. So, so you haven't heard Kraftwerk?
I don't. Oh,
No.
I know you haven't heard Kraftwerk, and it is. Let me pull something up. So, by the way, this is the overlay of these guys. These guys were actually playing this type of music, a synth music, back in late 60s and early 70s. And they were so ahead of their time. So I started listening to this music. I'm gonna see if I can play a little bit of it. Hold on. I had a clip. Let me see if I'm trying to. The reason why this is broken up into two is because Kraftwerk music is copied. There's copyright claims on Kraftwerk, which is why I'm not. I was trying to split it up between the premiere and this. Trying to see. Let me see if I would love to have you hear this. Let me see. I did a clip. We'll see how. You hear it? So that's a clip of what you're going to see tonight. So when I started looking at Kraftwerk, I'm like, oh my God, this works so well with this movie. But what I didn't know, you guys, was that the band was actually inspired by the movie. And there's an entire album by this band called Man Machine, which is dedicated. It's like the titles are like Metropolis, the robots, radioactivity. I mean, it's got so many, it is perfect. So when I started looking at the two, I'm like, what if I recut? The movie was originally 2 hours and 19 minutes. And I was thinking, it's like, what if we recut it? You know, and I took some creative license, you know, I mean, I sped some things up just to make it kind of match that the songs, but I mean, the music just works so well with it. So you're gonna hear.
Did you realize you sent me the memo about wearing a red shirt tonight? I
didn't know. I'm like, we're both wearing the same.
And I wanted to say right quick, when you played that clip of the music just now, if I'm remembering which song right, there was a song back in the 60s or 70s called the Popcorn Song.
Oh my God.
It just now. So I may be thinking of the wrong song if it's not the Popcorn
You're
song.
thinking, okay, I'm so glad you brought up Popcorn. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was looking at the songs, you know, because it's a lot of movie to fill with, you know, it's all going to be music, 100% craft work. There's no classical, there's no, and I picked up Popcorn by mistake. Popcorn is actually older than Kraftwerk.
Oh,
that one goes back to the 60s, and it's a different group. And let me see if I have it, because I did have that one.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I'm like, I was gonna bring up Popcorn. Where is? It's so funny because the person that I need here today is Mr. Georgie, who actually, he knows the movie, he knows the group. Let me see if I'm going to play this very briefly and then I'm going to take it off, but you'll recognize it. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I got too much sharing. Sharing too many files. Hold on. I'm going to remove this one. But yeah, I almost messed up and included this song as a Kraftwerk song when it is not. Let me see. It's so cool though. You hear it?
I love it.
I don't want to get boasted. It's so cool. I wanted it so bad for this movie. Let me see. Does that sound familiar? Chat, are you guys listening? Is anybody out there? There we go. That's it.
That's the Popcorn song. That was huge, y'all. That was huge in the 60s. I remember hearing that back in the 60s.
You remember that song?
And it was big. And I liked it. As a kid, even. I really liked it.
And the thing is, oh yeah, Linda Moulton Howe. No, that is not Linda Moulton Howe. Renee Cruz is a friend of ours from UFO. It's like Linda Moulton Howe. Yeah, it could be Linda, but it's not Linda. It is Kathy from Rich Cat Ranch. So, Car, if you want to join us, join us. Oh my God. Hi, Jolie. Hi, honey. I'm so surprised. It's so good to see you. If anybody wants to join the StreamYard, we are open, because we're hanging out here for the next hour until the premiere of this wonderful movie. So I will say, I took a lot of creative licenses in a world of TikTok, right? In the short attention span, I went ahead and created a shorter version. And again, I sped it up. I extended some areas, redid the comments and tried to align it with the right songs, but there's so many great songs. There's so many great songs by this group. So, but I don't know if you've been to my movie nights in the past. One of the things that we always do at movie night is commercials. So I did bring, since we had to split it up, our feature tonight has a cartoon that will be played along with it. That will be during the premiere, but the commercials have now been migrated to the pre-show. So I picked some really cool commercials to share with you guys, because it's just, there's some really cool products out there. We got I'm gonna call them sponsors. Yeah, sure. They're sponsors.
I remember your products from the Christmas gifts, Chris. But,
Oh my God, yeah, and those were the gifts. That was like the gift exchange. That was so cool. So, and there's Renee Cruz again. Renee Cruz, Diane Voss, Anjali, and Fappy, Baba Booey. Sounds like the Baba Booey song. I don't know the Baba Booey song, but I think probably like that. So, okay, so, Kathy, ¿dónde estás? I need to wait for Kathy. Kathy, come back, Kathy. There she is.
Don't ask
There
me
she-
how I did that. I don't know. I was
You
trying to put the mouse in a
disappeared.
different position and I clicked on something.
Yeah, you disappeared on us. So, okay, so let's see. Which commercial? Does anybody want to watch a commercial on chat? What's going on chat? Let's entertain chat, shall we? Let's look at one of our sponsors. Yeah, this one, I found this one really fun. Check out this lovely commercial. Actually, I'm going to play a different one. Hold on. I'm going to play it from here. Because I don't know if you've noticed, StreamYard does cut off the end of your video. Have you noticed when you do short clips, at the end, it just kind of disappears? Then I don't want that to happen. So there we go. Here we go. That's better.
Mom, we're thirsty!
Well, I've got 2 glasses of Sunfizz coming right up.
Sunfish, that's our favorite!
That's because there's a delicious ray of sunshine in every drop.
Come on, guys.
I'm filled with nature's goodness. Hey, what's with you people? I've got vitamins and minerals.
Trust your gut, not some cartoon character.
I love the part I love about that the most is wait, I get vitamins and minerals. Would you guys? The little son is like running. Would you guys? That was cracking people up. Oh my God, Renee over here is doing the robot dance. Just wait till we get to the robot scenes of this movie. So the themes of this movie are pretty incredible. I mean, it's like you have this dystopian society, right? You got, these higher ups that have these, castles up and, up above, very much reminiscent of like Demolition. There's so many movies have been inspired by this. Think about the stories like Demolition Man, same thing. You got, the world up there, above, it's all good, but down below is crap. And those are the people that were running things. So you got all these workers, you got that whole the garden, oh my God, where all the women were, right? Remember that part, Kathy? It's like, the women are just brought in to like serve the men. Yep. It's an interesting perspective, and it's a little bit very Orwell.
Great social commentary, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And machine turns on man.
Yeah.
I
remember being the first time I saw this movie, and I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was kind of scary to me. It just had some themes that were, and I don't even know at the time that I was old enough to kind of connect it to, the future, like the movie intended for it to be. But it just, it had some dark stuff and you could tell the disparity between the different classes, and it was just uncomfortable. Maybe scary is not the right word, but and yet visually it's anytime I see it or see a clip from it, it's amazing to me that this movie is as old as it is, and they had the kind of vision and managed to pull off some of what they wanted viewers to see.
100 years later, we're talking about this film.
Yeah,
that is what is crazy. It's like no such thing as Sunfizz. It was actually called Sunny Delight Mandela. In fact, and I think that commercial, they were making fun of Sunkiss or the Sunny Delight. They were just making fun of it because, hey, and that wasn't the only one. Actually, there's 2 commercials. Hold on, there's another one. So they had an entire campaign, Renee Cruz. He wants to see this. I'm going to show you. They had an entire campaign. Please hold. Check out this other one. Commercials.
up a Juki. It's a party in a can. Juki is so fun and fruity. You'll be dancing in the sand. Juki make you really kooky. Juki make you manly man. Juki, woo! Ah, it's a party in a can. Juki.
Oh man, mine's busted.
Trust your taste buds, not commercials.
Yeah, so false advertisement. That's basically the message behind that one, which is if you just open your, Juki, the world is not going to be a better place just because you open a Juki. Anjali wants to know, it's like it's very hazy, the haziness of Ben back there. He's a mysterious guy. What's up with the, you purposely want us to.
Are you in the mushroom growing room? Maybe he's in the mushroom room.
You worked it out. Damn.
What?
It's 11. It's just dark here, so there's no lights. I ain't got any big lights on. That's all. So.
It always looks like that, though. It looked like that when we did the show at 1 p.m. on time. I think there's a conspiracy to be checked out. I don't know if Slurm from Futurama. I don't watch Futurama. I need to. I think it looks fun. And there goes Ben. So talking about Ben, I want to show. We have a segment with Ben. Well, we're gonna be. We need George. Where's George? But we do have a segment with Ben. Oh, he's still eating.
Are you going to get a lamp, Ben? Maybe Ben.
Eat faster, George. I'm just kidding, George. You can take your time. I'm like, eat faster, George. Live forever. I'm just joking. Okay, hold on. Benny. Hold on. I'm gonna present because we have a segment. Yes, we have a repeat segment with Ben, and it is called wherever it's at. Well, there we go. Droning with Benny, where Benny takes us droning around the UK, and it is seriously cool. So I'm gonna play one of Benny's videos. Benny, do you want to kind of set us up here? Tell us what I'm about to show. The video that you sent me earlier.
It's the New Forest down in Hampshire. More near Helen. I used the same video I sent you as a clip ages ago. Remember I sent you a short clip a while ago? Mm-hmm. I just re-edited that video when I finished it yesterday.
It's nice. So let me go ahead and present that. Hold on. We're going to go take a look. Unfortunately, I couldn't download it the way that I was supposed to. So, because it was taking too long today, but what I'm going to do is make sure that we publish this in a little cleaner, because today will be a little choppy, but that's okay, because it is seriously cool. Hold on. Yeah, it's this one. Very cool, Benny. I love that.
Love it.
You know, we could totally, dude, we need to talk. Meditation loops, don't you
Oh,
think?
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Custom
Yeah.
meditation loops, my friend. We need to talk because it would be seriously cool to do that, like to use some of those aerials because I don't know, is it like really hard to maneuver because it reminds me of the Star Wars movies where like the machines are kind of maneuvering between the trees.
The one flying through the trees is an FPV drone. They're a little bit harder than the normal camera drone, but the camera drone can fly itself just about. You don't really need to set it up to do certain shots and it'll take off, land on its own. You won't need to do anything.
Wow. Oh, so you're not really maneuvering. It's actually kind of sensing it?
I do it all myself, but if you've got the drone can do most basic videos on its own.
Oh, that is so cool. So nothing has ever crashed, knock on wood.
Oh, I've crashed it.
You have?
I've hit a tree.
Rich New Design is in the house, and he says, meditation loops sound like a great strain name. I'm trying to do like Rich, but I'm just not good as Rich. So, Rich, if you want to come up, it's an open StreamYard night. You're totally welcome to, my buddy. It's so good to see you. You crack me up. Love it. So, did I not? Hold on a second. The HTTP went, but nothing else. Here we go. Bam. And we're still waiting for George. George, report to. I'm just gonna give him hell. George, report to the street. What are you eating, George? George, where are you eating?
Where are you eating?
Where are you eating? What's the mystery of this dinner? We need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. So while we wait, since that was a lovely video by Benny, I did want to share something about Kraftwerk because I love talking about them so much. So I was looking at this picture right here. This is like one of their concerts, and they have actually had like robots performing at their concerts, and it makes me think about. They remind me of the Blue Man Group. It's like, are the Blue Man Group totally inspired by Kraftwerk because they were there from the 60s. So it is cool. So while we wait, let me go ahead. So we got some more commercials to go through. Let's go ahead and check some stuff out. Here. Lately, with all the crazy things going on in the world, maybe we do need to think about a setup like this. Does anybody remember these commercials? Keep clicking on the wrong one. Hold on. I'm trying to play it from my files. There we go.
Bye.
Hold on. There we go. And go.
What makes people all over America break down and cry like this? Call 1-900-9099-CRY and hear it for yourself. $2 for the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. If you're under 18, ask your parents before you call. 1-900-9099-CRY.
I have so many questions.
I know, right? Me too. Ask your parents before you call.
Why?
$2 the first minute, 45 cents. Hey, Mom, Dad, I'm going to call and cry.
Right, yeah.
I need your approval because it's going to be $2 and then 45 cents. I don't know how that works. And Ben, what are your thoughts on cry? 9099-CRY.
Who's to say it might not completely change the state of the world right now if we had something like that.
Okay, just call somewhere and cry. I'm like, this is a perfect model.
Right,
I can listen to somebody crying all day long and be like, okay, you could probably get it like a beat down, but Ben, what are your thoughts, Ben? If Ben's like, I'm baffled. Ben is baffled.
I'm lost.
Baffled Ben.
I'm speechless. You know,
Well,
yeah.
give them a call and tell us how it goes.
And no, from the
I
UK.
know. There we go. Yeah, so we also have, hold on, that's cry commercial. I gotta get rid of that one. So cry commercial. So we also have some hair products. Because hair products, I don't know, Kathy, I love those commercials, hair products. Hair product commercials are the best, especially back in the 50s, where, you know, things were a little bit different. Let's see if anybody recognizes this actress.
Clean. I mean, really clean. And it holds any set I want.
New beer-enriched shampoo, Body on Tap, gives your hair super body, super hold.
Brewed with 1/3 real beer.
Wow.
But don't drink it. Just shampoo. Whether I roll it, pin it, curl it, or blow it dry. It gives my hair super body, super hold.
And the shine of your life. It's the beer shampoo that does it in 3 bodybuilding formulas.
That's body.
On Tap.
Body on Tap.
So I believe
what
that
are your thoughts?
Frankly, right?
No, but close. Okay, Rich says Cheryl Tiggs. Nope, not quite. She's a famous actress, not a model. That's a hint. Famous actress. It's not Cheryl Tiggs. Let's see. I'm waiting.
We were both
Diane. Diane just came up with off the bat. I like the bologna commercials. How the kids spell out bologna, or the hot dog ones.
I had the old Texaco.
My bologna has a first name. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had to think about that.
I have a clip of the old Texaco commercial because I have a show coming up where I'm going to do vintage ads and stuff. And
okay,
so
I need to tune into that.
I've been slowly gathering clips and trying to find stuff to share for that. And that's one of the ones that I can remember.
Okay. Is anybody going to guess? No, it's not Cheryl. It is not Cheryl. Let me see if I can. I'm going to put her face on the screen. See
and
if anybody.
What she was in besides this commercial?
Okay. So, a hint. I'm going to give you a hint.
Shampoo. Whether I roll it, pin it,
I love
curl
this
it,
part.
or blow it dry.
It doesn't matter what you do; it's still gonna smell like beer. So, a young Farrah Fawcett, good, good guess, but not quite Anjali. Okay, my hint is Alec Baldwin.
Kim Basinger.
Bingo! That is Kim Basinger, Alec Baldwin's first wife, mother of Ireland Baldwin. So she's so gorgeous. I mean, and she still looks fantastic. She looks amazing.
Really well.
Hold on. I know she looks so good. Let me see if I find Kim Basinger.
She's in LA Confidential. That's the only movie I can think of with Kim Basinger.
Let me see if I can share. Can I share this screen? Share screen? No.
I want to see.
I always trip up whenever I'm like, hold on a second.
I want to see her and Kristen Brinkley side by side.
I know. Hold on. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. So I'm trying to come up with one that's a little more current, but I think this one's pretty current. Image file, screenshot. Hold on. Oh, come on. I just took a screenshot right now.
That was a
Sorry.
while.
I'm so annoyed. I hate it when this happens.
Have you seen that advert where Samsung mock Apple, like that Sunny Delight advert? Samsung mock Apple in a TV advert, like that Sunny.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, babe. Hold on a second. Give me 1 sec. I'm coming back to you. I get all jiggity when I'm trying to do something at the same time. Let me stop sharing this. And now I can image
I think it was.
of Kim B. Okay, let's see. That is her now.
Beautiful.
And that is
Body, super
her
hold.
then.
And the shine of your life.
Still beautiful.
So she looks fantastic. And the thing is that she doesn't look like she's had like a ton of surgery. She looks like herself, and that matters.
Yeah.
It's okay to look like you're older because
Yeah.
you are.
You're
I mean,
right.
I fight age, but I'm not gonna go change my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my PSA on that. So let's see. Rich new design Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Was that her? I don't know. Was she in Was she in the 50-Foot Woman?
Was there a
I
remake
don't
of that?
think so.
Because when he says that, I'm thinking of the 1950s one.
Oh, was there? I thought maybe it was a remake.
Oh no, that was Daryl.
That was
Hannah
before
that was in the
Kim
remake.
Basinger's face, wasn't
Daryl
it? Which
Hannah was
one?
in, I think the remake.
Oh,
of
that's Angeli saying the same thing. It's like, yeah, that's kind of before her. Yeah. So anyway, so I am. Let's see. We have our premiere coming at 6:30. Let's see what else. So, so back to Craftworks and Metropolis. So, was it like? Hold on, there was all kinds of really cool stories about this movie. Hold on. H.G. Wells described the film as silly, and the Encyclopedia of Science Fiction calls the story trite, and its politics ludicrously simplistic. Its alleged communist message was also criticized. The film's long-running time also came in for criticism. It was cut substantially after its German premiere. I believe this was one of those movies that took a lot of money at the time. Oh, let me get rid of Kim Basinger. We don't need her up on. We love her, but we don't need to advertise her beauty because that.
And I was going to say, people criticized H.G. Wells at times too because they thought his ideas were crazy.
Exactly. So in 2008, so here's the story of the destruction of it. It was the most ambitious film ever attempted. More than 30,000 extras. Giant effigies of a fictional Art Deco city made from scratch. An enormous budget, 5 million, right? I don't know how to pronounce it. So it's $1.2 million at the time. So that would be like $200 million budget today.
Yeah. Oh,
think about that. And it performed really bad too. And I mean, and these are the bad things about it. But I got to tell you that it's like one of those. The more people I talk to, the more people know about this movie. And I play black and white movies. You do too, Kathy, but there's something different about this one.
Yeah.
There's something about this movie that's like, it just reeks of, you got to really dig into, what happened here. So hold on. Worn down over the years and duplicated at some point from its original 35 millimeter film stock to lower quality 16 millimeter, this was the most complete version of the film ever found, clocking in at 147 minutes. Believed to have been brought over by an Argentinian distributor after the 1920 German premiere, before the film was re-edited, it was then sold to critic collector Manuel Pena Rodriguez, in which private residence the film sat for years. When he eventually sold his entire film collection to the Argentinian state, it moved to the museum where it was placed in storage, the contents unknown, and then the footage persisted for decades, but it took 20 years to get that out of there. And then the movie came back to life and people started showing this. And the question is the ending, who cares? I do it for the art. These silent movies are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think they're more engaging because they don't rely on, so many senses. So you have to connect a little bit more, I think, to get anything from it.
Yeah, this one's an exception because they did so many. They added so much.
Yeah.
They spent so much money for the scenery.
It was ahead of its time because of that. Yeah.
Oh my God. And the actors. I'm totally obsessed with the actors in this movie. When we see it later on today, you'll understand. It's just they again, actors have to count, especially in silent film is crazy. I have to worry when I was redoing the captions, I realized you have to worry about quotes. Quotes make a difference. A quote is a difference between somebody saying something in a movie and a statement, a backstory, you know, and even a little quote, you have to worry about making sure that, because that's the way that it tells what was happening in the movie. Have you watched any black and whites, Ben? You watch any silent film?
I'm not really a film person, if I'm honest.
No problem.
No.
I find the whole nostalgia thing kind of, and you obviously, do you have any other favorites, Kathy, from a black and white?
Silent film wise, or just, oh wow.
Silent film or old movies. I mean, it's like, we're looking back in time as.
My favorite movies still are the old late 50s sci-fi B films. It Came from Outer Space and The Beginning of the End, and I love those. And part of the reason I love them is because I love knowing that at the time, the audience was just as impacted as we are now when we go and it's all these special effects and all these computer things. But at the time, even as cheesy as those movies look when we watch them now, even as fake as everything might seem, The Blob, I mean, all of those movies, I know people still went to the movies and they were terrified or they were fascinated or all the things that, again, movies do for us now. And I'm a sci-fi junkie anyway. And so those movies, but I just like those movies because it's nostalgia. And I know a lot of those inspired what we have now. But just to know that audiences, just that it could, an audience can be moved much more simply than the filmmakers are doing now. But at the same time, you know, with the technology that we have today, I don't think today's audiences, like, they couldn't re-show a bunch of those and have much interest in them. I wish they would. I wish there was some theater somewhere where that just showed all the old stuff. You know, maybe you could like be a member. You could buy a membership there and you could just go every weekend whenever they're showing a new old movie. But as far as sci-fi, silent movies, I don't have a big long list of that. I've seen this again because it's sci-fi. So you just, in my quest to learn about how sci-fi has developed and evolved over time, this movie, you know, obviously kicked off a lot of concepts.
It was the original one because they said before it used to be more like comics and random, nothing like a production like this was, which is sad that, you know, it got such a negative connotation. And I gotta wonder if it's I'm going to put my conspiracy hat on. You know, was the ending changed? You know, were they told to film an ending that would put a nice little stamp on it and close that issue back up because people like to hide things that they're uncomfortable with.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the topics and the time, right? Yeah. Communism, you know, this is German, you know, so this is a German film. So, but it's interesting to see like the same games being played back then in erasing certain things that are so unpleasant. Yeah.
And I imagine it still happens today.
Just
because we don't know about it. Just because we don't know about it. You know, there's always a lot of fingers in the pie, and you know, it may not.
The world is not what. Ben, go ahead.
If they did do that and showing old films, it'll make us look back and think of what's happened in the past in history, and people just don't look back in history anymore. They don't remember what's happened in the past. It's certain conflicts around the world. I'm not going to Ukraine and Gaza. History didn't start in Gaza in October 7th. History started way before then, and Ukraine started back in 2014. So we just. I don't think they could get away with the narrative it won't work. I don't think people look back in history too much and remember things, and I don't think they want us doing that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It concerns me that it's so fluid in a digital world where I wish I still had my physical encyclopedias so I could have those copies that told me what history was then. Puppies! Hi, guys. I don't know if you heard, Kathy, about them erasing all kinds of wiki stuff, you know, especially in our space.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Ben, what were you going to say?
History is written by the victors. It always has been. It always will be.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So, I mean, and unfortunately, it's like whatever is left is what we're supposed to believe. And now it's like, I got to wonder, anything that I see is like, I said, real or is it not? So, okay, let's break it. Let's shake it off a little bit with the male version, because for every female commercial, I need to just make sure it's like the laws of balance, right? Clarity. Hold on, I'm gonna
feed the dogs right quick, and then I'll be right back.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play a commercial while you're gone. Okay, and here is one for the men, because I gotta keep it even.
Ô, Diego! Oi. Você fez alguma coisa no cabelo? Não. É que ele tá com um efeito de comercial de shampoo de mulher. Você... Sério? Deve ser o shampoo que você tá usando.
Sexy and free.
Shampoo feminino não foi feito para você. Dove Men Care foi.
I love these commercials. That guy reminded me of Fabio. I wish I had that hair. That seemed unfair. So, have you ever had long hair, Ben? Do you have any hair struggles? Share.
No, I've had longish hair, but no.
No hair struggles. So Carnundrum definitely had hair struggles. He's laughing. And we know that Carnundrum like shaved it all off. But we love you, Car. We love you. With or without hair, we love you either way, any way you are. So while we wait for Kathy, I'm going to play a couple more. Let's see. What do I have over here? Yes, Ben? Do you have something?
Did you see them that advert or trailer for that US PSYOPs group, that Ghost in the Machine?
No. Where's that? I need to see that. Intergalactic Wrangler.
I'll send you a link on the chat in the private one.
Yeah, send that. I don't know if I can play it, but I want to see that. Like,
they've released a new one only recently, which is it's quite creepy.
Oh, hold on, private chat. Hold on. Oh, there. Hold on a second, you guys. Let's see if I can play it. Let me see.
Apparently.
Oh, Ghost in the Machine. Can I play this? It's a trailer, right? I should be able to play it, no?
People have played it before. I've seen it on a few channels now.
Let's see. Okay, if we get in trouble, we'll be back. But we shouldn't. Hold on.
Just blame me.
I'll blame Benny. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Here, I'll move it over here. And let me see. I'm gonna share screen. Share screen. Share screen. There we go. Okay, here we go. That one, right?
It goes to the other one. That's the second one.
Oh,
That's
this is the
second
second
That's
one.
a new one.
Espérate. Hold on a second. Remove. Hold on, please. Because I did do open link in the new window. Here we go. Okay, cool. Okay, let's watch this together. Stop screen, and then I'm gonna share screen. Ghost in the Machine 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Ghost in the Machine. Let me know if you guys can hear this. I want to make it bigger.
As the world watches and listens in horror, the peaceful pro-democracy demonstration in China comes to a violent and bloody end. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wolves hiding nearby, whispering do or die around me. You say your last good night while I get by.
There is another very important phase of warfare. It has as its target not the body, but the mind of the enemy.
The target of psychological warfare is against the enemy's mind.
It is words and ideas.
Ammunition used by Cyborg.
Its mission is to influence the thoughts of the enemy soldier, and at the same time
is expected and encouraged to study foreign languages and the social sciences such as history, economics, and sociology. He must have a broad and sympathetic understanding of all phases of human experience.
Gripping at my skin, the walls of night close in.
But the use of this force as an integral part of combat has now taken on new form.
As I wait to say my last goodbye.
Wow.
These are the Psy-War soldiers.
Dude. Wow. My husband just got home. I'm like, hey, husband. Wow. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Cars, like, that is very interesting. When's that coming out? What is
that? No, it's a site. It's the channel's for PSYOP group.
Oh, Go Army SO. Ooh, crap. Okay, I want to see.
Channel 4.
I'm going to play the second one. You think I'm going to get in trouble?
No.
I don't think so. I'm gonna play. Does anyone? Do you guys want to see the second part? Because we got about
The
20
first
minutes. George, where's George? Oh, there's Kathy. Kathy's still there. Georgie never made it. Do you guys want to see the second part? Oh, is the second preview cool?
It's just it's only just come out, the second one. It's new.
Oh, okay.
Like 11 months. It's the first one. The first one got dropped with no explanation. People were saying it was the US Army. It's part of the US Army and all sorts about it.
I did not know about this. This is all news to me. So the second link, I'm sorry, Ghost in the Machine 2. Do you want me to play that?
Is
it worth it? No, I said worth it.
It's the same sort of theme of video.
Okay, then we'll just hold off on it because I don't want to get in trouble. But this is really interesting stuff. This is the kind of stuff that we want to take a look at. Kathy, we'll be back here in a minute. So let's go ahead and watch an inappropriate commercial from our past. Because, when you have to fill space, inappropriateness seems like the right thing to do. I think it's the right one.
First, you said, hello, sexy legs.
Hello, sexy legs.
Now, say, hello, sexy necks.
Hello, sexy legs.
You mean hello, sexy necks.
Sexy legs pantyhose, now sexy necks. Top fashion knickers at supermarket prices.
Hello, sexy legs.
You mean hello, sexy necks.
So it's sexy legs and sexy nicks, like in knickers. So how is that okay? How was that okay? A priest. I have so many follow-up questions. A priest at the end of it, just like frosting.
It wouldn't be allowed today. That surely not.
No. The more I look at these commercials, I think that's part of my fascination with it, is looking at how society has changed so drastically since, just 60s, 70s. This was probably 70s right there. And not to even mention the 50s in, how far we've come from there. But I think it's just really fascinating to see. Hey, Poopy! So funny. I think that she meant to leave the cam off and I just put her back. Come on. Kathy, you want me to take you off screen, Kathy? Like, don't talk to me. Okay, I'm gonna remove her screen. But yeah, some of the ads.
She'll just bring back then as things as well.
You what? Oh, there she goes.
I think she'll just bring
You're back. Hi. We were looking at a Sexy Legs commercial. Have you ever seen those?
And it made you think of me?
Sexy Legs. Okay, I'm not gonna ask Ben this. You remember hose? I can't believe that hose were a thing. Now it's like nobody ever really wears them, but we had to wear them like the tanned ones all day with shorts. With shorts, people. It sucked. It was horrible.
I've heard that, like Princess Kate, is this right, Ben? I've heard that the royal family, the women have to wear hose.
They probably, I think they do. Yeah. Do the women wear hose over there, Ben?
Not in not civilians, but the royal family are quite set in the tradition, quite old fashioned. Really.
You remember they used to come in eggs. You remember the little eggs? It was like a plastic egg. Tights are really in. Okay, I'm okay with tights. I wear tights all the time. But the tan, I'm talking about the nude color hose, Hanes.
Yeah.
The legs, the little egg, where you had to wear them even if you were wearing shorts, because your legs. There you go, legs. Exactly, legs. Angeli's got it. Look, Kathy, legs. The eggs.
That's what they were. Yeah.
It's stupid. Why didn't I think of that? I'm so stupid. I just start going Puerto Rican, but it's like I forgot about legs. So I do remember Nair, though. Do you remember Nair? Did you ever Nair? It smelled so disgusting. And you know, I want to talk about things that Ben can be, you know, a participant to. Okay, I'm gonna give up on George. I'm giving up on George officially. This is me giving up on George showing up. He's still eating, I guess. Did he go to a buffet? George. George. I swear he went to eat like at 4:30.
He's waiting for them to bring him his dessert.
He's having a 7-course meal.
Okay, what the? George. We had a date, George. He's been oh, there he is. Okay, George. You blew us off, George. Georgie. I'm literally about to log in. Okay, cool. Okay, so he's gonna have to film the last 20 minutes of the show before the premiere, because the premiere is going at 6:30 whether we like it or not. So we have to be out of here by 6:25. And I do want to say something, because I do feel kind of weird having taken this movie and created a version of it with different music and just, you know, sped it up, and, you know, because it's somebody else's art. At the same time, it was art that was destroyed and has been put back together so many times. So I need to just stop feeling, you know, weird about it. But I hope you guys like it, because the music, I really love that music and how it goes with I think it gives it a totally different air. You know, new music
It'll
is just
modernize it. It'll
yeah,
modernize
and I've seen a lot of people try to put clips of the movie with the music, but I haven't seen anybody do a full movie. So tonight, so the way that I broke it up, the original movie was split up into 3 parts, and I'm actually breaking it up into 2. So tonight, it's only going to be about 35 minutes total, including the feature cartoon. And then next week it'll be about 45 minutes, and then we'll get through the entire movie. And so it's really you doing the movie at an hour 11, when it used to be like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So you'll see a difference, but the story remains the same. You know, oh no, look at this. Curious George, the streaming laptop just crashed. You're like cursed, my friend. By the time you log in, we're going to have to get off screen. But the cool thing is that next week, so my point is being that tonight you're going to watch part 1, which is the first, 30-something minutes of the film, along with a lovely, I have a cartoon called The Peanut Vendor, and it's from 1933, and I just think it's just precious. So I've included that in there. But George, if you can't make it tonight, we have a show next week, and I would love to hear all your feedback. We could have like a whole section on George talks about Metropolis and Kraftwerk. He was asking me, "Oh, which are your favorite songs at Kraftwerk?" I'm like, "Okay, I like these." He like gives me the whole list. He's like really into this. So, but he's not here.
And we need it, yeah.
Curious. How curious are you, George? And we miss you, George. But yeah, if you can't make it tonight, because we're probably gonna, if his laptop just crashed, I think we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight.
Wrap that off
we'll pick back up with George next week. I do have a couple more commercials to wrap it up. So here's one that I feel like this is just kids, like, I blame myself because our generation brought up kids that do this, but check this out. This one just annoys me. Poor kid. Hold on. There's George.
The Video Gear Command Center.
Check it out.
What is it?
10% plastic, 9% attitude.
It's why you started gaming in the first place.
No distractions, just you and the game.
Is it a chair?
No, that's a chair.
Fully loaded with tons of cool stuff. Now you're in the game. Straight rock and roll.
Who needs it? Who cares?
If I have to tell you, you don't belong here.
It's cool. The Video Gear Command Center.
It's the ultimate video game accessory for serious gamers.
To that I say, oh crap, not him. To that I say, you know what? You wouldn't have the game chair if it wasn't for your parents. So Stop it with the attitude. And with that, we welcome George. George made it. George, the two of us. So what's going on, George? Are you there, George? Pico.
He's here in spirit.
Oh. We can't hear you, George. Say something. No, he's typing. I hear typing. Speako. Speak, George. Say something.
We don't hear you.
Maybe I don't think he hears us.
I don't think he realizes he's on camera. Or is it?
You're on cam, George.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably don't hear me. We can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Boo, poor George. Okay. So while George figures out his issues, because we got 15 minutes left, I've got, let's see. I got one more commercial. And this one is probably my favorite. It's for a game that I think should have made it to today's era because I think it would be used. And George is, do you want me to take you off cam, George? Is he covering it with his finger?
He's here, but he's not.
I'm not sure what's happening.
I saw a swipe go across.
I did. I think that was like a finger, like he put the tape on it. Okay, last commercial of the evening. Here we go. A game that I think we should all have.
The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's as easy as checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster, a great new game from Mego.
Wow. Ball Buster. Isn't that awesome? I need that game. Ball Buster. I love, okay, innuendos. That's something that
sounds like a whole other type of game, to be honest.
I know, right? But there was such an innuendo. It's like kids like it, but parents love it. It's like, okay, those guys, they knew how to land those messages, and they were so inappropriate, and I don't care because it was hilarious. But I need that game. Doesn't that look like fun? Okay, George. Do we have George? Say something, George. He's a mystery man.
Do you hear me?
Yes! He's a man of mystery.
How was dinner?
Dude, yeah, what was dinner? Did you go to Salt Bay? Was it like Salt Bay with a little salt?
Pizza.
What was?
Oh, okay, that works. It's the weekend.
Pizza. Cool. So how you doing, George? You there?
I
think George is having issues.
My feedback is a bit lag, so.
Huh? Were you drinking, George? Did you go to happy hour, George?
I think the blood flow is all going to the stomach to digest the food.
Is he in a food coma?
Oh, okay.
Did you have a creme brulee, George? What happened to you? Poor George's getting tortured. The car's like, I'm glad it's not me. George.
What time is it where you are?
Are you with us, my friend?
We're overwhelming him. One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah, my Bluetooth is lags, so it's hard to tell what's going on.
No. I think George has been drinking, you guys.
He's in yesterday night still.
We took him out of the bar. Are you okay, George? George, how many beers did you have, George? Did you see? Did you see them? Body on tap commercial that got you going. I know.
This will solve my problems.
You weren't supposed to drink the shampoo.
The shampoo was just for body, not for drinking. She said it. Kim Basinger told you, do not drink the shampoo, George. You drank the shampoo, my friend, didn't you? Yeah, he chugged it. He took like a beer bong of body on tap. He's mad now. He's like, he's going to throw his mic. We love you, George. Oh, thank you for coming. Hope everyone has a great evening or day wherever you are in the world. Thank you, Anjali. And I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Oh, I know.
It's good to see you. It was the body wash. George drank the body wash.
Yeah, he can't pull one over on us.
You're drunk, George. I love you, buddy. What came with the pizza, man? Mike's Hard Lemonade?
What type of pizza was it?
Oh, you know what? Maybe he wasn't drinking. Maybe he did something else. George, are you okay? Did you have too many? Did you smoke too much? What?
You should have had the creme
I'm
brulee.
not even sure he can hear us. I'm not sure he can. Oh, there's Ghost George. There's backstage. I see a device not connected called Ghost George. Did you see that? Do you see that in the back? It's in the screen. Yeah, George's not doing well. Okay,
this is
so
better.
there, finally, 10 minutes till the end of the show. I'm about to shut it down, and then he shows up. Tell us, George, how you doing?
Where?
We're right here.
Look to your right.
Yeah, look, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Right here. We're here, George.
Wait,
George, come back to us, George.
Okay, somebody say hi.
Hello.
Hi, George.
Oh, okay. I'm in real time. I can understand
He's
what's going on.
back with 9 minutes to spare. We have missed you, my friend, because I wanted to talk about this movie, and next week we'll do it again. We're going to have a little pre-show before the next one, but I want to hear your thoughts, man. You're like a big fan. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Car. I didn't want to say it. Car said what we were all thinking. Mm-hmm. Must have been some of that meditation loop stream that.
Like the big sets and all the extras and like the symbolism, the set design and the futuristic vision. I just thought it was amazing. It was so ahead of its time.
The upside down pentagram. Did you see the pentagram in the scene where he first is like, come see her? You'll see that one's in part one. You'll see that tonight. There's a pentagram upside down. There's I think there's a pentagram. I thought I saw it. So right above her head. So look at that scene when it happens. No, we're not doing that. George is. JH is here. Hi, honey. Okay, so why do you think it did so badly, George? Because it did really bad.
It was just too long. It was probably too avant-garde for the audiences and different at the time.
Yeah. When did it actually pick up? I mean, because it has picked back up after all this time. How many, did they start really watching this movie like 2008 or whenever? I mean, people are really watching this. I mean, I bumped into Oliviero and you knew this movie very well. Mm-hmm. Is there like a cult thing about this movie? Tell us.
I mean, there's always been like movie buffs, but I guess the announcement of that lost footage really stirred up the interest again.
Do you think they modified? Do you think there was two endings, or you think that was the official? Although that was in the book, right?
I'm not familiar with that controversy. I didn't find the ending like bad. It was kind of satisfying, I guess, to me.
Yeah, it it was basically seen as a little too peppy, like a give up of the whole concept. Like, I mean, they like made up, everything was fine, and I don't want to spoil it, but it's like everything seemed a little bit too happy. So that's what I was reading. And then the other one I was reading was it a symbolism of the fear of the internet, basically telling us that the internet was coming and that's really what's going to bring us down.
I
Thoughts
don't
on
really
that
see the
one?
relation to the internet.
I'm going to show you for the next show. I'm going to bring the article and we can talk about it. And I'm going to put you on the
Okay.
spot, and you can't go eat before the show. So, okay. So you guys, I am going to shut us down because the movie is going to kick up. It's a premiere, so that one will not be live. So please go watch the movie and let me know. Leave any comments. If you guys like this, if you didn't like it, I'd love to hear your feedback, because I want to make there's so many movies out there. There's XJ. JH is XJ. So good to see you, my friend.
Welcome back.
Just let us know what you guys think about this. I mean, I love movie nights. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. This particular movie, I think everybody should see. I think it's something in history that needs to be seen. And Kraftwerk, George, big fan. What your
Yes.
favorite song is? Which one's your
Home
favorite?
Computer.
Nice. I think I have that one. I've covered almost every song. I have Autobahn. I think we'll make it to the second half, and then I'll make sure that one makes it in, because
Are you
it's your favorite.
fond of the Autobahn?
Yes. Huh? I know. I like Autobahn. I actually was listening to it again this morning, and I really like halfway through, it goes into some really interesting sounds, and it just takes a turn that I might pick it up from there and insert that somewhere in some of the most dramatic scenes of part 2. So we'll see. There's a lot of editing I still have to do for next week. So, okay, so let's go. Let's say our good nights. I want to say, give a chance, people, to say, Benny, what's going on with you next? More droning with Benny, hopefully.
I'm going to be doing some more drone work. I've been looking into the predictions by Bob Vega and Nostradamus recently, so I've been doing quite a bit of that recently. They're both saying the same thing, though, about World War III. That's the conflict coming this year.
Well, we'd love to have you back to talk about that. We're going to have more shows together. This is kind of like a regular panel. So, and thank you so much, Ben. Kathy, what's going on with you?
So I'll be working late again tonight, trying to finish a video that I had really hoped to premiere tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to get it done. And it's going to turn into multiple parts. There's just too much to it. So,
hey,
it's
we
nice.
look forward to that.
It's nice to have projects. So.
I know. I love these videos. I mean, it's just so fascinating to get into this. So, okay. And then real quick, I want to say bye, because we have 3 minutes before the movie kicks off. George, where are you going to be besides back here next week to actually talk?
Yes, of course, I'm going to be back. I was going to mention, I heard some of the discussion earlier about some of the big earlier movies, and I just wanted to mention The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, and of course, what's that? Nosferatu, which
Nosferatu. I love Nosferatu, the original Nosferatu. I haven't seen the new one. Did you see the new one?
I haven't either.
Oh, no, I'm quite curious about that. Has anybody seen it?
Lily Rose Depp.
I haven't seen it. Ben, did you see the new Nosferatu?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I haven't seen it, but we're going to have to. We want to find somebody that has seen it, because I want to see how this compares to the original. I mean, I'm sorry, but how could
That'll
you
be
match
my
that?
homework. I'll report next week.
Yeah, there we go. That'll be poor George gets all kinds of homework. So real quick, let me say goodnight to the chat. You guys go to the video. It's about to premiere, so please let me know. The movie is tonight. It's right after this, like in 2 minutes, Diane. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Get off. I'm going to get off the stream. So I'll see you guys next week. I'll talk to you guys individually, and everybody have a great night, and hopefully you enjoy the movie. Peace and Good night, everybody. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Okay? Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye, bye, bye. And peace. You guys take care. Have a great week. And I will see you next week. There you go.